KSL Sports is very appreciative of our partnership with UCCU. Without them, we could not do Game Night Live in our high school football coverage each and every fall. And it also allows us to have a yearly interview with our good friend Walker Kessler. Walker, thanks for doing this. Thanks for joining us. I know the fans really appreciate this. And I know you appreciate UCCU and you're having a lot of fun. We've seen the ads. They're great.
They're great.
You're working on your acting skills. Another thing is I'm driving down the road and a bus pulls over by, and you got the wingspan thing. Right. How much fun are you having with that part of everything?
It's an unbelievable partnership. You know, they're great people. I have so much fun on those commercial shoots. You know, maybe a second life. Maybe I was supposed to be an actor. Maybe it's you know, not out of the question. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun.
There's plenty of time for that, and there's not a lot of 7-footers out there with acting skills, so probably some great parts out there available for you. You've played the part this year of an NBA center at an elite level. You've been phenomenal. We were talking about it before we got started with this. I think everyone's watched what you've done this year and like, wow, Walker has been just terrific. You've established yourself as one of the best centers in the league. How rewarding has this season been for you to prove that not only to everybody else, but to yourself?
I appreciate you saying that. It's been a very, very rewarding year in a lot of ways. You know, I put in a lot of work this past off season, so to see the timing of it and the fruition all come to fruition, it's been great. It's been really good.
How did you do it? What did you do differently, or what things did you work on to get the results you're getting right now?
A lot of hours in the gym. A lot of hours in the gym, a lot of hours in the weight room, a lot of hours off the court working on my body. I gained somewhere from 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, which really helped this year, just positioning wise, grabbing rebounds, stuff like that. So it's been good. And you know, it's definitely been beneficial just seeing all the stuff, you know, happen how it has.
Is that you were working on upper body, lower body strength, or the entire thing?
Everything, yeah. The upper body, lower body, conditioning. You know, really worked on my diet this past off season, just really trying to narrow in all the finer details of being a pro. You know, learning a lot from my first year and second year of what it means to be a pro, and it's really just about consistency and the finer details.
You know, all the kids out there, it's tough to be one of the best in the world when you eat candy bars.
That's very true. Very true. Very true. Don't eat a lot of candy bars.
That's good. Now that you've had this improvement, you've had this breakout season, your third year in the league, as you look at your goals and what you want to accomplish in the NBA, has that changed for you? What do you think is your ceiling now? What's your next step for you?
Yeah, you know, I've always spoke to how I don't really play my best basketball when I focus on an end goal. You know, I try to fall in love with the process. I'm just trying to learn and trying to improve every day. And so for me, everything else is kind of taking care of itself as long as I have that mentality. So I'm going to continue that. You know, I don't know what my ceiling is, but I'm going to continue to push it as much as I can.
I'm curious how much of the Utah Jazz organization has helped you in that development. What role has Will Hardy played in that? What role has the staff played in that?
Massive role, massive role. You know, between my team and the Jazz, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better situation. They're an unbelievable program, and they have helped me so much, not only with the physical development, but the mental development, the professional development, just building good habits. It's been very good for me.
We all know where the team is right now. They're in a rebuilding process, but that's not fun for fans. As media, we're not really sure how to handle this because it's difficult to cover for us. But I'm curious to know what it's like for you as a player and the other guys in the locker room. You're elite competitors. You want to win every time you step out there. You're trying to win championships. How do you grapple with that, but also understanding where this franchise is right now?
I think for me personally, and I can't speak for all the guys, but I know that they voice the same opinions as me, is that we're all focused on what's the good of the future and producing, you know, while this is a young team right now, these, you know, last 10 or so games doesn't mean that it's just, you know, get them out of the way. For us, it's about developing good habits. It's about developing chemistry. It's about learning how to compete at a high level. So this is just the first stage.
You'll have to tell me what you think about this, but I think that says a lot about the character of the guys in your locker room, because there's no guarantee that those guys making sacrifices right now are going to be a part of the future. You know how this league is already. You've heard rumors about you in your first
I got traded in one day, so yeah, I get it.
You understand. So what does it say about this team and you guys that you understand that and you're willing to accept your roles knowing that it may not benefit you personally?
The guys are great. You know, I couldn't ask for better teammates. You know, we really have pushed each other to be better and to be better competitors and to be better teammates. And I couldn't ask for better teammates, you know, as simple as that.
I think a lot of fans are really excited about you, especially after the way you've played this season, and they want to know what your future is going to be. They want Walker to be here forever, which you should be thrilled about and really proud of.
No question. I'm thrilled about it. I want to be here as well.
But that brings up what's coming up this offseason. You're going to have a contract extension opportunity on your rookie contract. Have you or your agent had any discussions with the Jazz? Do you have any feel right now where that stands and where that's going?
Yeah, I think we've definitely had discussions about it, but until there's writing in paper, there can't be any certainty on what that figure is, whatever. But I know that I want to be here, and I know that the Jazz have voiced that they want me as well. And I love this community. I think this fan base is the best fan base in the country. So I think it'll be a home for me.
They're selling out when you've won 16 games. Wait till you sell out when you've won 60.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah, you'll love it then, and I'm sure you'll be a part of that future. Some other guys that'll be a part of that future, some of the rookies on this team. We have some new players here. You know what it's like to be a rookie in the NBA. It is tough. There's a lot of expectations.
Very tough.
But this is the best league in the world. What do you think about how Cody and Isaiah and Kyle have adjusted? And what are some of the things that you've seen from your view that we don't all see about what they've been doing to compete and get better as a rookie?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, as fans, you see what's on the court, but off that court and how many hours they put into the weight room and on the court and the practice gym, they've worked their tails off. And you've seen improvement from all three of them throughout this year. So continuing to improve, continuing to learn, going into this off season and taking advantage of these last 10 games or so to jumpstart, your kind of off season development is going to be huge for them.
You're a basketball fan like all of us. You enjoy March Madness, I'm sure. You were a part of it. And what was it like for you to be a part of it at North Carolina and Auburn? I know you didn't make that Final Four run that you had hoped, but what was that experience like for you, and how much did you enjoy being a college basketball player?
A blast. Both times were different because at Carolina was during COVID.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have that many fans. So I can't really speak to that as much as I can going to Auburn and going to the first two games of the March Madness tournament. But I mean, it's an incredible environment. I mean, being a college student athlete and seeing your student section, your pep band, whatever, just all cheering for you. And then the fact that it's, win or go home. It's a great feeling. It makes every moment count. There's already been some wild moments already. I mean, it's always a fun event, and to play in it, I'm very thankful.
Did you fill out a bracket?
Yeah, no, my brackets. So I didn't make one this year, which is shocking, I know. But
you're a little busy.
A little bit, but
Fans can forgive you for that.
All I care about is, or not all I care about, but War Eagle. So
there you go. They're the #1 seed.
Yep.
They got Broom. They're loaded, ready to go.
No question.
Can they get it done?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
UCU's campaign is called Life Elevated. They're Life Elevated checking. And you've been able to experience Utah now for 3 years. And I asked you this question last year, and I'll ask you again because you've had another year to experience this place. I think fans would be really interested to know how much are you enjoying? You already said how much you're enjoying it, but are you experiencing new things here and getting to know new things or new experiences here in the state?
Yeah, I spoke to this last time, but it's the same thing. I can't get over those mountains. I mean, the mountains are beautiful. When I'm done playing, I will definitely be skiing here. Obviously can't do that right now, but they're incredible. And I want to get into fly fishing, which I haven't done, but I know there's Lowry fishes a little bit, so I'm going to try and get into that. But been on a couple hikes, beautiful hikes. So continuing to kind of explore the outdoorsy stuff a little bit.
So many great opportunities in the outdoors here and indoors as well. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. Your girlfriend, Abby Stockard, made history. You're no longer the most famous person in this relationship. So, and that's okay. I'm sure you're thrilled for her. What was that like for you? We've seen the videos, it went viral, but what a great experience for her. And what's it been like for you to see her reach those goals? And
so proud of her. She worked her tail off. A lot of people don't really understand how much work it really takes, through the prep, through the interview questions prep, to knowing all about those topics, to practicing your talent, to practicing your body. I mean, it's a lot. To see her dreams come true, and to her, for her to be doing what she's doing now, just super proud.
You guys are young, and you're having your dreams come true as well. What a great life must be really good for you right now.
Very thankful, very thankful. A lot of things that I'm very thankful for. Thankful for the Lord for blessing me with all these many things. It's been great.
I know this community's thankful to have you. The Jazz are thankful to have you. These fans are
thankful to have them.
To have you. So, Walker, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for everything you do for this community and for the great entertainment you provide all of us. You're fantastic. We're glad you're here. We hope you're here for many, many years to come. We can make this an annual thing for the next 15, 20 years.
That's the plan.
All right, thanks. That's Walker Kessler. Thanks to UCCU. Love where you bank.